So my marathon journey started way back in September 2024, when at the start of this year, I couldn't even run more than a 2-kilometer run. But by September, I'd made the crazy decision to sign up for a marathon. At first, it was just about getting out the door, with no pace goals, no pressure, just movement. But something just clicked and I absolutely fell in love with running. It filled me with so much drive and ambition that I think I was ready for an even bigger challenge. So combined with the influence of my friend Liv, I did what anyone else might do in a moment of ambition, and I signed up to a marathon. 26.2 miles. I'm not exactly sure that I knew what I was in for at this point, but through the wind, rain, sweat, blood and tears, and 6 months of commitment through the depths of UK winter, I'm not entirely sure that I knew what I'd just got myself into, but all I knew was that I wanted to find out what I was truly capable of. So this is the story of how I trained for my first ever marathon, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Enjoy! Week 10, we're about to do an 18k. 31k. Kind of scared, kind of nervous, kind of feel ready. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be running a marathon. Today's the day I'm running a marathon. Mixed emotions right now. I just ran a marathon. Oh my god, I can't believe I did it. It's the craziest thing I've ever done. 1, 2. Sorry, what is that? So right now it's the middle of September 2024, and a few days ago I signed up to the marathon, April Marathon in Manchester, April 2025, oh my god! So I'm going to be documenting and putting together loads of clips of my training and the build up to it. So I guess it's quite a while away, but let's do this! We're running a marathon! I can't believe it! So this is for my vlog for my marathon training. Right now it's the 13th of October 2024 and I've just done my first ever race, Manchester half marathon. Oh my god, I wanted to die. I could have cried at 13 kilometers, but we did it, and I got a PR. This is my third time doing this distance and we got a PR, that will do. I'm happy it's over. Marathon training week 2. We're doing a long run together. Let's go, girls. Yeah, girl. Week 7, marathon training. It's the 1st of January 2025, but right now it's the very first day of the year. I'm excited, I'm feeling like it's a new start, it's a new year, and this year is the year I'm gonna try run a marathon. Less than 4 months now. I started the training over 2 months ago now, so I'm actually in week 9 of training, but like now it feels real, you know? I'm gonna take it seriously from now and like try not to drink and just really keep in a good routine until the marathon at the end of April. But the runs are starting to get longer now. The last run I did, it was only 14k, but I struggled. So I'm changing up the location. I'm at this reservoir right now. It's almost sunset. And yeah, I'm gonna run with friends and stuff. And here's to the first day of training in 2025. Let's do this. It's the 6th of January and I've just done my 16k long run. Snow's been crazy here. Had to dig out the car this morning, spent about 20 minutes. Because it was completely snowed in. And today's a good run day, feeling really good. At 80% of the journey it was completely slush and snow like this. We're committed to the training, feeling good today, feeling strong. And here's to week 10. Week 10 and we're about to do an 18k in the -5 degrees in Manchester. It's freezing, but we're committed. I'm excited. Look, this is wild. Been sat in the car already 10 minutes. I'm eating. It's embarrassing. Let's do this, girls! Let's go, girls.
times you've been around, I still know the ones that count. And I feel the same tonight.
Week 13, me and my sister did a half marathon today. Week 14, let's run 22k. Past the half marathon mark now, getting real. 13k in, but I needed a motivation break, but here we go. Just finished week 14. That's running 25k, let's see how this goes. It's nice to have reminders of how far you come sometimes, so it's the 10th of February today, and this time last year I'd done my first ever 5k. A memory popped up and it's been extra motivation to do my run today. Basically I did my first ever 5k a year ago today. The elevation gain was quite a lot, but I did it in 44 minutes 10 seconds, and now I can do a 5k in 26 minutes. Like, I've really worked on that, and it's just a nice way to remember how far I've come. A year ago today I did my first ever 5k. Right now I'm about to do a 25k and I'm on week 15 of marathon training, and this will be my third half marathon in 15 days. How crazy, like, and this is becoming the norm now. Oh, it's crazy. Feeling good. That's week 15 complete. My longest right now is 25k, and I'm on a recovery week next week. Can't wait. My next long run is going to be 28k with Liv, and we're going to smash it.
You don't know, don't worry.
Sometimes I wanna feel the pain.
Week 17. We're just in the middle of a 28k. Kinda nervous, but I know we've got this. Let's do this, girls. We're just on kilometre number 16. This is wild. My whole body aches. We've still got 12 kilometres left to go. Oh my god. But the intensity of marathon training is real right now. This is insane. I'm finding this really hard. But we've done 23 kilometres. This is what it's all about, you know, pushing through these hard moments. But 5k left. Okay, we had a little cry. We felt the feelings and we're back on track. Okay. 4 kilometres to go. We can absolutely do this. Oh my god, the range of emotions you feel is just insane. But we got this. I believe in myself again. There's my girl. She's doing so good. Feeling better after that mental hole. But we pushed through. Last home stretch. It's not. Oh my god, we did that. That was the hardest thing ever. So yeah, I did it with you, girl. Another Monday, another long run. It's week 18, and I'm about to do another 22k. I saw this video that was like, do lots of winter miles to get spring smiles. So cringy, but I can't help but think of it right now.
Winter miles bring spring smiles. Yeah, slay the day.
Still very much in the winter, but shorts and t-shirts are out. But I'm feeling more hopeful with the marathon training. Week 18, I've done 17 whole weeks of training, and this is out of a 25-week training plan. Just got a little espresso. Honestly, this training is such a huge commitment, but I already can't wait to look back and be like, I did that, you know? And then the actual marathon is like the last long run, and the longest run we do in the training plan is 34 kilometers, and you actually don't do the full marathon within the training, so kind of crazy. So I'm not feeling too scared for today's run because it's a distance I've done quite a few times, but then next week it goes up to 31, I believe, so that's a little bit scarier, but only 3 more than I did last week. But let's go smash this run. And boom, there we have it. 22k. Whew, but that felt good, to be honest. Near the end, that's where I struggled the most. But I could carry on physically. It's just, you know, when you're an hour in and you're like, oh my god, not even halfway kind of thing. But it wasn't too daunting, and I did a nice loop, basically like a tour of Manchester. Started off near Victoria, all the way down to Disbury Village, and then up through Chorlton, and just finished at like Trafford by the Old Trafford football grounds. Treated myself to some nice drinks, and yay! The long run of week 18 is in the bag, and feeling good, feeling strong. It was also cool because on that run there was a couple like full circle moments for me. The route that I did, I started in the centre of Manchester, went down to Didsbury and then up through Stretford, which is around this time 2 years ago. I lived near there and I went to the gym at Stretford, and I didn't really have like a very good fitness routine at the time. I wasn't too happy within myself in this period of my life, and like I had stuff going on. And I remember one time I used to get the tram to the gym, and the trams weren't running because there was like a marathon on in Manchester, and I'd been to the gym and I had to walk back to the flat I lived at, kind of following the route of the marathon. But I just remember that day seeing all the people running the marathon and all the supporters and stuff, and I was tearing up a bit because the atmosphere was just amazing, and it kind of crossed my mind. It was like a thought that crossed my mind and then left my mind. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do a race here? And then I never really thought any more of it. And this was in a period where I'd never really ran at all, or never properly got into running anyway in my life. And here I am 2 years later, just casually doing over half a marathon on a casual Monday. I've got into a routine of like actually coming into Manchester to do my long runs. I don't even live here at the minute. I quite like doing my long runs here because I know the areas now and there's lots of routes you can choose from. But yeah, a few little full circle moments. Here I am 2 years later, like properly into running, feeling so much better within myself than I was 2 years ago, and I'm actually over 4 months into marathon training. Like, it's absolutely wild how much your life changes, and I never like planned for this to happen. It just kind of happened, you know. But I'm here for it, and I'm happy that I'm like working on these personal goals for myself. I'm showered and all refreshed after my 22k today. I'm having some chili, and I was just thinking about the whole process of the marathon training as well. So back in October, that's when I did my first ever race. It was like the Manchester Half Marathon. And I didn't really know what to expect. Like, up until then, I'd been running by myself, you know. I didn't really know anything about fueling or your heart rate or my pace, to be honest. Like, I wasn't even focused on pace. It was all just a bit overwhelming to like learn about all this kind of stuff. Within the training, I'm kind of testing out different things that are going to help me on my like longer runs and stuff. I'm like trying lots of gels on my long runs, or electrolyte chews to like keep you from being dehydrated and everything. I'm testing it all out, seeing what I find good for me. I've been using the Runner app as well for my training. That like breaks down my weeks to like different types of runs. So like a tempo run, progressive run, mile repeats, all this kind of thing. So it's all a little journey and all trial and error. So, and also things like on these long runs, I'd always ran with music, even in like the beautiful mountains in France. I'd always got into a habit of always putting in music. When you're running in beautiful areas and in like the springtime and you can hear the birds and everything, it's been a journey to try and get used to running without music, because I kind of use it as a motive to like run to the beat and have really upbeat songs. But the run I did with Liv last week, 28k, we actually managed 14k with no music. Like, that was the longest I'd ever ran without putting music in. And then to hype ourselves up for the next part, we put in our headphones. So yeah, all this is like just different things that I'm trying out and seeing what works for me. It was nice that like when I got into running by myself in France, I was working on my own goals, and like all that was just like an amazing journey last year of just seeing my own self-improvement, and that was the only thing I was focusing on, and just feeling good from it and feeling my body changing from getting into running. And yeah, all that was like a journey in itself. I never had a race in mind. I was just really motivated to get out and go running because the scenery was just insane where I lived in France. I was just really enjoying it. That was a really nice journey to get into for the love of running, and just how good I felt from it, like how good it was for my mental health, and it always put me in a good mood, and I was always excited to go out and run, and like hit those small milestones of my first ever 5k, my first ever 10k. But yeah, so that was like amazing in itself, and now this is a different kind of challenge, like signing up for races and getting into it in that sense. So yeah. Week 18, the sun's shining.
Lost its faith, our colors will fade eventually. So if time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane.
Sunshine in the UK. What? Finally feeling like spring. I can't believe we've made it through the depths of the UK winter through this marathon training. Ah! It's amazing because it actually feels like the end is in sight now. But I'm enjoying the journey right now. Woo!
The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild. We'll be ordinary. You got me kissing the ground. We'll be sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch. Oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found hopeless hallelujah on this side of heaven.
Debbie Ford, this vegan protein bar is really not very good. It's another gorgeous day, and I was just thinking, the more often you do these longer runs in the marathon training, the more you can imagine yourself doing the full thing, you know, as you conquer these longer runs. Even though I'm often like a horrible mental block where you're really struggling, but you're just like pushing through the pain and everything. Sounds crazy, but like once you've done it, the next time you do the next longer run, like up in the distance, often doesn't feel as daunting, and like you've got more hope that you'd physically be able to do the marathon, you know. And like at one point I was like, this is absolutely terrifying, like 42 kilometers is just wild. But then I have moments like, I can do it, I could probably do it. Like, it's the whole journey of like really working your mind towards believing that you can do it, you know, and just pushing through those moments. And I guess that's what the training is, you know, just practice for pushing through those moments. One amazing thing about this is it's like, it scares me, but in an exciting way, and I feel like that's the best way to like push yourself out your comfort zone and do things that really make you excited and are gonna help you grow, you know. So yeah, I'm on my last run of week 18 right now. Okay, it's week 19. It's a little bit scary because today I'm trying to do a 31k. It's wild, but I'm feeling like I'm going at a slower pace than normal, so I think that's gonna help me get the distance in today if I just take it slow and then preserve my energy, you know. I'm on over 21 kilometers, less than 10 to go. I'm actually feeling great. I'm so happy. I've not had like a mental block. Fingers crossed. I'm definitely going a bit slower today, but I think that's helping preserve my energy. So far, so good. "29 kilometers, 2 left to go. I'm still feeling good." Oh my god, I did it! 31 kilometers. I don't know how to feel right now, it's not thinking. But I didn't even have a mental block. But like, obviously the last few kilometers were tough to push through, but oh my god, that was insane. That was my biggest achievement yet. Now I'm absolutely dying of thirst. I managed that without drinking any water. Okay, now to get hydrated and relax for the evening. Oh my god, a great start to week 19. 31k, my new longest ever distance. Oh my god, look at my post-run snack. This looks incredible. Just an icy waters. Never tasted so good. Woo. Cheers to 31k. I woke up to a little snowy paradise. I'm gonna go out for a run this morning. I have a feeling I might be a little bit cold. Is it crazy to wear shorts today? We'll see. Let's go for a ride in the snow. I might regret my outfit choice. I got the shoes today. This is my conditions. Oh god, but I'm excited. Oh my god. Kind of drenched from snow right now, but it feels so good to be back here. This is where I first ever did my first ever runs about a year and a month ago now. And now it's crazy to be back here. Beat my record now at 31k a couple of days ago. And yeah, I'm actually training for a marathon now. What a nice full circle moment. Never thought that when I first did this route that this would be my end goal. It just happens, you know? And you can do stuff that you never thought possible. Woo! A sunny Saturday morning run back home. This is the last day of week 19. Week 20, oh my god, about 25. The last time I did this route was in the snow, so let's go, I'm excited.
Wanna go hard, I wanna have fun, I wanna be happy, could you show me how it's done? You look so pretty, pretty like the sun. I could watch forever while you shine on everyone. Wanna go hard, I wanna have fun, I wanna be happy, could you show me how it's done? You look so pretty.
We're on week 20, it's a bit of a recovery week. I've just done 16k along the canal from Tolbert into Derby Bridge. Feeling good. Yeah, and then next week it's gonna go back up to the 30s, and I've got some intense runs coming up in like the next month, but I'm ready to keep in a really good routine with work, running, get back into some strength training at the gym, and yeah, just smash through this next month. I'm in week 20 of 25 and I've already done like 19 weeks, so we can do the next 4 that are going to be crazy intense, but I already have proved to myself that I can do 19 and commit to them, then I can do the rest, so let's go. Just done my easy run, week 20, but do you know what? I think the idea of the next 5 weeks and these huge runs like looming ahead of me is kind of terrifying me a bit. Like, I'm kind of nervous. This is like the biggest thing I've ever done, like fitness wise. I've got 34 kilometers to run on Monday. I'm kind of terrified, but then again, it'll be 2 weeks on Monday since I did my 31. When you think about it, it's only 3 more. I mean, only 3 more in some ways is nothing, but then only 3 more is a lot when you're actually doing it. But I'm kind of scared for the next 5 weeks. But then at the same time, I'm ready to grind. I'm ready to get in the mindset of doing it, get in the right headspace for it, and mentally preparing myself, doing everything I can, you know. I'm actually going to bring water this time. I haven't invested in a vest, so I think that's the best way to carry water when you're running. But I think I'm just going to take a small plastic water bottle on the next run, because maybe invest in some electrolytes, you know, do everything I can to help myself. But I'm kind of scared. Doing things that scare you and excite you at the same time is great, you know. Push yourself out of your comfort zone and grow and all that cliche stuff, but it is true. Like, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm excited. And 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks. Let's do this. Let's do this. Gorgeous day for 34k. Put my little vitamin C electrolytes in here. as well as some clear protein, both lemon and lime flavour. And I'm gonna bring water today. Let's hope it makes a difference. Here's to being hydrated today. Kind of scared, kind of nervous, kind of feeling ready, I think. But after today's run, it's going to start tapering down and getting shorter distances. It's the longest run of my training plan. Let's go do this. Two kilometers in. 15k in. Okay, we're 20 kilometers in. Feeling okay. It's actually a really hot day today. Good job I brought my water. Feeling not too sure. It's long. To put it into perspective, I've been running almost 2.5 hours now. 14, less than 14 kilometers to go. But what's good about this training is, first I thought that I used to put pressure on myself to try and not stop at all on these long runs, and it's hard, you know. But then one time I did stop at my brother's house, started again, and then I found it really hard to start again. So after that I was kind of put off like stopping and having a proper break. But today, so far so good. Like I stopped, had a snack, feel better, and I'm just like trying to enjoy it, you know, put on some nice music, take it slow, not put pressure on myself. And it's a nice day, like just try and remember to why I started like loving running in the first place. So I'm gonna try keeping that mindset for the rest of the run. Whew, just waiting at a pedestrian crossing right now, but yeah, feeling good overall. 25 kilometers in, less than 10 to go. Kilometers in. I've been so emotional the last few kilometers. Just thinking like, I never thought I'd like, be able to do this. It's just amazing. It comes with so many emotions. Oh my god, it's such a journey, and I'm enjoying and I'm enjoying the process and learning that I can do things I never thought possible. And I should never doubt myself. This is crazy. I've almost run 21 miles. It's insane. Oh my god, I just did it. Okay, I need a minute. Woo. Literally smoothie from my fave place. But I'm gonna make a good tea when I get home. I can't believe my longest run is now done till the actual day. That is wild, and I can't believe I did that, honestly. It brought on so many emotions, but I did that. That is insane. It goes down to 31 next week, I think, then it's 28, and then it's 20, and then it's the week off, I think, yeah. But, oh my god! What a journey. And you'll be happy to know I stayed very hydrated in that run, drank like 3 bottles of water, went to the loo once at Charlton Water Park. That was nice, doing a little loop of the water park. The packet of electrolytes which keep you hydrated and I think they're good for muscle cramps. So yeah, stayed well fueled this run. Yeah, it's all a good learning experience. The day after. I've never felt so strong, feeling so good today. I've actually done a bit of a weights arm workout. I'm gonna do some stretches and yoga, you know, because I'm a bit achy from yesterday, but my body's getting used to it. Like, I'm not as achy as last time. But yeah, feeling good. Guess what? The marathon is 1 month today. Oh my god, it's come around so fast. I'm in the middle of week 21 right now. Had my longest ever run, 34k on Monday. Did an easy run yesterday, and I'm one more tomorrow. And then we're gonna start tapering down, where the mileage starts gradually going back down and like preserving your energy for the actual race day. Ah! Oh my god, it's coming around. It'll be here before we know it. Week 22. We're in tapering season now. Less than a month to the marathon, and today it's 31, but it's not as daunting because I've done this distance twice in the last few weeks. So yeah, so it's not as scary, but we'll see how it goes. On the 34, I had lots of food and like fuel throughout the run, so I've been a bit more mindful of that today. Got a banana, got a flapjack, got some dates, got some Skittles, as well as my gels and electrolytes. So let's go smash this 31k. Week 22 out of 25. It's getting close now. Finding it a bit hard to get into it today, but I'm on my period, and if I can run 31k on my period, anything's possible. Hopefully I'll get into a good rhythm soon. Finding it hard today. I think I'm on my period. I've got quite bad period pain. Then I've tried to go to the shop to get some ibuprofen. Realised I didn't have my ID because I only come out here with my running belt and everything and essentials. Can't get the ibuprofen, so obviously I had a little cry. Like, it's not helping. My emotions are heightened right now on my period, and I can't do anything for the period pains. So instead, I'm just gonna have to lock in for the next 20 kilometers and just get this done, you know? I've done it before, I can do it again. Sometimes I just have to have a low moment to get myself out of it and be like, come on, let's do this. I'm trying to hype myself up here. Half a marathon in, I finally really got locked in and got into the zone of this run. Finally, it took me like over an hour to really get into it. But here we are, I'm feeling great. Just waiting at a pedestrian crossing, and then 10 more kilometers to go. I changed up the route mid-run as well. I thought that could have thrown me off, but actually I was in a good rhythm already. Finished my 31k. Oh my god, that was a roller coaster today. Really struggled getting into it for ages. Eventually I got into that mode where your thoughts kind of switch off and you're really just focused, and it was just taking me a while to get like that at first. But then the last 5k, sometimes that's the hardest bit because you're just counting down and it's feeling like forever. But today I managed to fly through the last few kilometers and it felt amazing. Like, such a nice sunny day, and it got down the average pace by quite a lot for the whole run, and then by the end it just felt like an amazing run. So you just have to get through all the ups and downs, and that's one more run in the bag. No more runs now over 30k until the race day. Next week's a lovely easy 28, so I'll be going back to Hebden Run Club this week, which will be nice, and then just doing one more run on my own, and the countdown is on now. Let's be real. Week 22, and I'm at work. It's just gone 7, and I'm absolutely shattered. It's hard, you know? The reality is, like, it really takes its toll. It's a real challenge. You really need enough sleep and to eat right and everything. Oh, I'm so tired today. 22 days till race day. It's almost the end of week 22. Just about to do my last run, and it's gorgeous. And how funny is it that this is where me and Liv did our 10k ages ago now, all the way in January, or was it December even? And it was like frosty, the winter was only just beginning, and now we're in April and we're literally days away from the marathon, and we've committed to the training and we're already at this point. It's kind of crazy, but I'm thinking about it every day. Like, it's really taking over my life right now. But yeah, the final month. Let's get this gorgeous race done on a sunny Saturday.
When I see your face, it swallows you up.
21 days.
And whatever you're taking,
23.
so much.
I'm in the middle of my week 23 long run at 28k, but I'm bored right now. I don't know what it is. I've had music on for ages. Just needed a little break, but it's a nice day, but maybe it's getting less challenging in a way that I've done all the long ones now and it's going back down the distances. So yeah, it's not as exciting, but yeah, I can manage it. But I need to just get past the 20 mark and really get into the run, you know. Almost 15k in. I'm good, so crazy now. But it's a beautiful day that I'm on kilometre 19. This is so long, it's hard. This is the reality. But I'm gonna still do it, even though I'm so bored right now. Days after run snack. So good. So I did my 28k yesterday. I forgot to check back in yesterday. But I've been at work today, up at 7 and everything. Even after a 19-mile run. Like, the more I'm doing these long runs, the more I'm finding that my body's like bouncing back and kind of getting used to it and recovering quicker. So yeah, this is great to see. Because like when I did my half in October and my body was aching for days, or I couldn't even get down the steps properly for days. So yeah, it just shows that your body kind of adapts and gets used to it. Arrived. Dad. 18 days to go. I'm taking this to put up at work. This leads to my Just Giving page. The colour went a bit off, but still good. Guess what's 2 weeks today? "12 days to go." And I did a half marathon yesterday and I'm not aching whatsoever. Like, I was tired this morning, but it's amazing that your body can just adapt, and I'm not even aching whatsoever, but I'm just doing some stretches, bit of yoga to keep the strength up. But yeah, how amazing. It's marathon week. I'm about to do my last run before the full 42k. I hope today's a good run and then it's gonna leave me in a good mindset for the rest of the week. Oh my god, 6 days to go.
Not giving in. I'm not giving in.
5 days to go. I'm basically spending all this week watching marathon videos and sobbing. Can't believe there's only a few days to go. 2 days to go. So I can finally say that tomorrow I'm gonna be running a marathon. But like the last few days I've been feeling ill, I've been feeling under the weather, I've been waking up with a sore throat. Why now? This is just all I need. But today I've had like the definition of a rest day. Movies on the sofa. I don't normally like relaxing like this, but I've really given it to myself this week to just absolutely relax, you know, save as much energy as I can. And I've just had a nice shower, all relaxed, feeling a bit better. Hydrated lots, obviously eating lots of carbs today, and then I'm about to get the train and stay at my sister's in Manchester before the big day. Oh my god, it's actually wild that it's been 6 months now and the day is here. Wish me luck. Today's the day I'm running a marathon. Oh my god, mixed emotions right now. Do you like my little bow in my hair? To match my purple shorts. Not quite the same shade, but still fun. So, and here it was. After 6 months of consistent training, endless miles and every weather under the sun, was all leading up to this very moment. And although it seems like the main focus is the actual race day, I do almost think the bigger achievement is all the work that you've put in beforehand, leading up to this very moment. And this is kind of like the final lap. And just like that, I completed my first ever marathon.
Get those barriers back, let's give our winner a massive round of applause. Absolutely fantastic. You have got it. You completed the Adidas Manchester Marathon 2025. Well done.
And with the most iconic sprint finish, I just ran 26.2 miles. And just because of how incredible that feeling felt near the end, I actually thought maybe I could do this again. Let's run a marathon! Oh my god! It's the craziest thing I've ever done. And there were plenty of days where I didn't think I would get here, and in the last week, self-doubt was starting to creep up, but I knew I just needed to trust in the training. But it turns out just showing up and staying consistent really does work. So finishing my Sunday the 27th of April with friends, family, and the biggest Chinese you could ever imagine, I can't even put into words just how incredible the day was. I also felt super lucky to have not suffered with any injuries throughout. And despite basically needing to teach myself to be able to walk again the next day, I learned so much in the process. It taught me that progress is built on persistence and not perfect conditions, and that running my first marathon wasn't just about crossing the finish line. It was about proving to myself that I could start something completely daunting and finish stronger. And on the day and leading up to the day, I had the most overwhelming amount of support from all the people around me, which I'm eternally grateful for, and I honestly couldn't have done without. And the crowds on the day were just unbelievable. So if you've got all the way to the end, thank you so much for following along. And if you're thinking of doing something crazy like this, I'd say just go for it. What have you got to lose? And you never know, you could surprise yourself too. Who knows what you're capable of until you just give it your best shot. So, see you at the next starting line, I guess.